So more about how, the truth lies between one side, both sides, all sides, every corner of the political sphere. This is a good tweet for that. Good ideas can have diminishing returns over time. If they advance enough in a given direction, they become bad ideas. The key to success involves knowing when to change direction or directions. Success depends on which goals are set. The past does not determine the future. So I'll break this down one line at a time. Yummy. Good ideas. Good ideas can have diminishing returns over time. So, have you ever had a good idea that overstayed its welcome? It happens. It can't just go in one direction forever. The inertia has to be countered eventually. You can't just keep on going more and have no effect. Inevitably, there has to be a little bit of a rubber band. Okay, there has to be something to stop the inertia, and usually, of course, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, so something on the other side will, of course, react to the change in direction. But good ideas, of course, can have diminishing returns, and if they advance enough in that direction, they can become bad ideas. There were things, and I'm going to speak very generally here, but this applies to so many situations. There are things that were once good, the more you had, the better. And then they got to a point, a threshold, a turning point, a fork in the road. Not even a fork. It's just the end of a gradual line upward. It starts a tip, a cycle. They become bad ideas. Things that were good ideas can become bad ideas. But the key to success, the key, is knowing when to change direction. How much is too much? When is it time to curb it back? Go in a different direction. You got to be pretty intelligent. You're going to have good intuition. You might even need to be a little bit prescient. But, of course, the key to success involves knowing when to change. You can't just do the same thing again and again and again and expect it to always work. There always is this, we have this tendency to evolve, and it's true. And that success, of course, that key to success when you change directions, of course, depends on which goals are set. So, something that was bad before, maybe we didn't have the technology to take advantage of it. Maybe people simply did not understand it. Maybe the climate wasn't the way it needed to be. Maybe weather wasn't the way it needed to be. Maybe industry wasn't the way it needed to be. Maybe the politics, maybe the general understanding, the acceptance, the vitals of the society, maybe they weren't ready to go. Maybe just we didn't have other factors, outside factors from other countries, other parts of the world. This thing was bad, but maybe it's because it needed to be refined. And then when it was refined, it was ready for consumer use and acceptance into mainstream society. And then you have good things that can turn into bad things as well. It's all about knowing when to change direction. And, of course, what I'm trying to say here is that there's pretty much a time, and it's all about the time. It's not about the idea being good or bad. It's about the time and the place, the context that makes an idea good or bad. Now, I don't want to give any destructive examples, but if you can imagine parallel universes, if you can imagine outside the box, and you can think of all these different possibilities, things that we have negative associations with, hell, maybe across the galaxy they have positive associations because their world is almost, in many ways, the reverse of ours. That's one thought experiment we could do. We could think. Who knows how somebody would react when they see the things that we have on our world? Because it's not the idea that's good or bad. Sometimes it's the time, the context. And of course, I say the past does not determine the future. It can give us some patterns, make us think we can tell what's going to happen in the future, but that can only get you so far because everything is unfolding in real time.